even in Tomb Valley, actually. It's
oh,
Cloud
right.
Kingdom.
Oh, it's Cloud Kingdom.
But that's okay.
For some reason, I'm so used to it being in Tomb Valley in Game 2.
Yeah. Well, here in the upper right-hand corner of the map, we have, I forgive you this time.
It's like the same color scheme almost, you know? It's
It
very
is.
close.
Same
I just glanced
similar
at
color
it.
palette. I'm looking forward to map makers using the nice bright maps. Belshire Beach, while not the best map in the world, was really fun to look at. So, and here in the top right-hand corner of Cloud Kingdom, we have our red Protoss player from the team, NSH..Brave. It is Brave, and he is down 0-1 to his opponent. Down to the bottom left-hand corner, from Evil Geniuses, it is HuK.
Yep. HuK indeed, winning that game 1 with a 4-gate. Not something you see in PvP very often anymore. But when it happens, you're like, huh, I remember those days.
Ah, right. Yes, the days of yore.
The days of yore when men were men and 4 gates were standard.
And 10 gates happened, apparently, as we see from NSH.Brave.
There you go. So this is going to be probably a very aggressive 4-gate from him this time around. Interesting choice.
Could even be, we've seen 10 gates into that super quick 3 gates. There was a time when that was a tie. I don't know.
Isn't that usually 11? I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Protoss player, but isn't the 3-gate 11?
Sometimes it happened that way, but I saw MC do it a couple of times with with the 10 gate. But we'll see if that's going to be the case here.
I think honestly, I think 3-gate is a better choice, frankly, because 3-gate hits about as hard as a 4-gate does, but it hits a little bit sooner. And so it's generally what players choose to go with rather than the 4-gate. But where I see that on 10, I don't know, my 4-gate sense is tingling, man.
That is a lot of chrono boost. So in any case, it's going to be extremely quick gateway pressure. We know that for a fact. So
that's right. Well, I mean, it's the mind games too, where it's like, you 4-gated me, or well, I'm going to 4-gate you. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I'd rather see a longer PvP, but I don't know, man. If we're going to just go back to 4-gate days, then we're just going to have fun with it. We're just going to enjoy it.
I guess. I don't know.
That's
or cry. Crying is an acceptable alternative.
That's true. So,
but as we can see, HuK is banking a little bit of chrono boost, not a ton. He spent some on some probes to begin with, but he's just sitting on 1 gas for now. There's the second one. So it looks like we may have some sort of a 3-stalker build here in a second. But Brave, on the other hand, of course, going to have that warp gate research so fast.
Yeah, he wants to be aggressive. That's for sure. He wants to get in there and do damage, get some revenge for game 1 against HuK.
I almost thought he would have tried to hide that probe for a while and put a pylon up here, so I think that's not going to be the case.
I feel like he's giving the appearance that he's scouting at a normal timing right now, and he's going to send out another probe and try to build pylons with that, although he might just get away. Okay, so that to HuK will look just like a normal scout at a normal time, and so this might serve to convince him that there is no sort of crazy aggression coming here, and let's see how many warp gates, or gateways rather, Brave puts down. There's 2 so far. Will there be a 4th in total, or will he just stay on 3?
Well,
and building up the resources, and it's a stalker. All right, maybe we'll just beat the 3-gate.
And cool. HuK is throwing down his Twilight Council, and there's a Robo as well. So it was wrong with the 3-stalker build. He did produce a couple stalkers out of there, 1 stalker out of there, but not anything after that.
Yeah, Twilight Council too, so he's going to go for that very typical HuK blink play, which he does enjoy so much.
Very good on this map. A lot of cliffline you can exploit.
For sure. For sure. Brave is going to hit really fast with this very aggressive 3-gate, though, and we'll have to see how much damage you can do with it. Obviously, you have less units than you do with a 4-gate, but the speed at which it hits can make it very hard for your opponent to defend, aside from sending out some probes. So you're going to probably kill some workers at the very least with this. We'll see how ready HuK is for it.
Yeah, let's see here now. His warp gates are ready, but I mean, ideally you want to be charging into their base with this. You know, I mean, you want a pylon down at the bottom, and you want your first couple of warp cycles basically hit inside of their base. This is going to be a little bit slower than that. Looks like he's going to wait for another warp cycle. No, he's just going to start making his way up now.
Going to make a pylon. HuK doing a good job. Oh, he gets the probe, so he does target that down, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get the pylon. If that pylon finishes, that's going to be a problem for Brave. Yeah, he does have to pull all the probes. HuK getting some worker kills with that. 1 injured stalker getting microed back there. And HuK is doing a ton of damage with this already. Wow.
Yeah, there's a fair number of stalkers up there, 7 of them, and HuK is kind of on his last legs now.
Oh,
so
yeah, right.
He's trying to bring in a couple of forces as best he can, but Zealots were warping in on the high ground now, and that may just be curtains for HuK.
Yeah, Brave is actually doing a ton of damage from this, not HuK. HuK is taking a ton of damage from this. Almost 30 supply to about a dozen for HuK, and he lost the vast majority of his probes. I think he has 3 left, maybe a couple of gas left over. The Immortal is out, and oh, he just barely doesn't get the Stalker.
Yeah, and now that that Zealot is in and attacking as well, it's going to be very difficult for HuK to try and get anything done. Yep. And
doesn't have enough for another Immortal. GG.
Yep, and Brave takes game number 2. So all